I think there might be something to all of the spiritual, like, moon water, witchy stuff, because I've been trying it out lately, okay? I've been, like, opening my mind, giving it a fair chance. I have my own little things that I do that I actually learned from my great-grandma. They're very simple little things that a lot of people do, but I have never really explored past that until, okay, I started getting all those, like, eclipse videos, right? And one of them was, like, there was two that have, like, really struck me and two that I did. One of them said, put a glass of water outside during the eclipse until sundown, okay? The solar eclipse, the one we just had on, like, the 21st or whatever. And she said to charge that water with that energy, I guess. And I was like, okay, I ain't never done that before. Okay, this is my first time hearing of this. And then I saw a completely separate video, and it had nothing to do with using specific water. It just said put salt water in a glass by your bed at night for the next, like, 3 nights from, like, the 22nd to the 24th. On the 25th, you throw it out or whatever. So I did that, but with the eclipse water. Okay. Now, tell me why at the next day after the first night of, like, waking up, okay, to that, like, that, my first night with the eclipse water, salty eclipse water next to my bed. First of all, it is filled with bugs. Filled with bugs. It is pulling something in. Maybe it's the saltiness of the water, because that never happens with my regular water that I have on my nightstand. Like, I'm not even joking. It was so weird. And it's still there gathering more. But tell me why I had the most incredible luck yesterday with just, like, the simplest of things. I felt incredibly lucky. I was just like, oh, okay. I was, like, right off the gate, like, woke up ready to go. I was filming TikToks because it's my job. I'm a stay-at-home bop. So I was doing all that, and I was like, wow, everything's coming out great. This is going to be so fun. I'm, like, getting creative and everything like that. Meanwhile, I somehow have the energy to, like, think about, oh, you need to wash all your bedding today. It's time for the refresh. I usually do it. We'll do it throughout the day and check on it. But the thing is, I have a Samsung top load big barrel washing machine. And if you know, you know. That thing never fucking finishes a spin cycle, because it always goes off balance, right? And then it stops, and then it's a whole thing, okay? Tell me why I was able to do 3 heavy loads of bedding in a row with no issues. Entire cycle went all the way through. The dryer also dried on the first go, and I have a very old dryer. I was like, wow, I didn't even think about it until the end of the day, when I was like, wait, I didn't cry over my laundry today, because that thing has been giving me hell. And in the middle of that day, my sister decides to drop off 2 loaves, homemade sourdough bread, one plain, one jalapeno cheddar. I'm telling y'all, I think there's something to it. I felt I don't know, blessing? I don't know. I feel weird saying that. I felt good yesterday. I feel good today. A little bit tired. I worked pretty hard yesterday. But, like, I just wanted to share that. What's going on? I think the witchy girls are right.